What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming, guys, with a live stream tonight. We have Eagles football tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, it's finally here. I can't believe it. Like, we've been waiting this long, and we're finally getting football tomorrow. And good thing is, I'll be streaming tomorrow, which would be great. We're going to be doing some things, obviously, the next few weeks. This channel is changing this year. We're going to be streaming almost every game. I think every game we're streaming this year. Just to give you guys an update on the regular season, most likely Saturday night we'll be doing the Philly Shakedown podcast the night before the game. Obviously, if it's a Monday or Thursday night, we have to change some things. And then Sunday, we're going to stream during the game. Well, just me by myself. And then obviously we'll have a post-game stream, and then we'll have a Philly Shakedown podcast late at night, a short stream after that, which would be really cool. That is the plan right now. But, guys, what's going on? We have a lot to talk about going into tomorrow, but I think at the end of the day, guys, it's really not about winning this game tomorrow. It's mostly just we need to see specifically these players and just how good the production has been going from some of these guys. So appreciate everybody that taking their time out of their day to come in here. Much love to everybody that's in here. Let's see here. We have Gabby. We have the Mighty Guard. What's going on? Jesse Davis. Break 107. Chance Foster. What's going on? Rapsic 1. What's going on, man? MJ. What's going on, bro? Arthur De Palma. How you doing, man? We're doing good. Jadis Young. What's going on? Jaden Buckley. What's going on? Jadis Young says, Joey, if you're seeing that Bad Dog doesn't go live for the Lakers game, I will hop back on. No problem, bro. No problem. Common Star. Eagles are back tomorrow. Let's go. What's going on, man? Philly 215 says, who do you think is going to be our new safety now that Kavon is hurt and we don't know if McLeod is coming back? I don't know at this point. They might use Adams. They might use Epps. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. They literally just signed, what's-his-face the other day. I forgot his that's been pretty much signed here every single year because of injuries to a position. They might just flip-flop guys around. If that's if there's really no time to do anything else, they might flip-flop guys around. So we'll see what happens with that. Arthur Palmer says, I'm going to the game tomorrow. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. I wish I could go. Philly 215, who do you think is going to be our safety now that Kavon is hurt and we don't know if McLeod will be back by week 1? Anthony Harris is going to do really well. Arthur Palmer says Anthony Harris. Anthony Harris is going to be real interesting. To see how he plays. If McLeod's next time, just too bad Kavon Wallace had that groin injury the other day. I think he did warm-ups, but I think he was limited the other day. So whatever video that we did see, I saw him warming up and he looked fine, but they probably don't want him doing too much. They probably just want to wait for till next week, most likely. Philly 215 says, hopefully in this game tomorrow we'll be seeing from Rager. He'll be giving iffy vibes, but he should be cool. I'm on the Rager train this year, bro. I really am. I'm excited for Jalen Rager this year. I'm excited that, I think he's going to be a really good piece with Devontae Smith, and who knows is going to be the next, wide receiver on the other side. I know that Rager and Greg Ward might be, sharing that slot spot here and there once in a while, they're making these receivers intermediate, which they're learning every position, in the receiver position, which means that you're going to cause a lot of mismatches during games. So I'm glad that they're not just sticking to one position, that they're learning all positions. They're, the X, Y, and Z receiver spots, which is good. Scar MV, what's going on? Says tomorrow can't come soon enough. I know. I'm just so happy. We didn't have any of this last year. We had none of this last year. So excited to have this back. That's definite. Philly B-Mac, what's going on? Me familiar, what's going on, gang? What's going on, bro? Don Beck said they said Carson Wentz is looking like he could be coming back far sooner. Yeah, that news did come out, I think, a week or a week and a half ago that he's going to try to come back sooner, but it doesn't mean he might be healthy the rest of the year, guys. He's going to rush back like he normally does. He did that in 2018. He rushed back when he still wasn't good with that injury from 17, and then obviously developed more injuries on top of that, which really didn't sit well with me at all. So hopefully he stays healthy. If he does, we're in a really good spot. Be nice to have 3 first-round picks. But in my mindset right now, I'm still thinking we have 2 1s and 2 2s right now. That's where I'm going. Reaper Town, what's going on, man? Love that profile pic, Slipknot, one of my favorite bands growing up. Shane Rolls, what's going on? Excited. Everybody's excited for tomorrow. Shane's excited. Everybody's excited. Nathan, what's going on, bro? Oliver Rosk, what's the music you're using in the time screen? It's free music. It's free music from YouTube library, so I don't know the name of it or anything. I mean, I could probably find it. I found it pretty easily. King Rogue says, what up, Joey? Nice pre-stream countdown. Yeah, I'm starting to switch some things up for the games and going to add more slides and stuff like that. Once I get my new computer that I'm building right now, then I'm going to start using OBS a lot more. I'm going to be using OBS on streams and stuff like that instead of using StreamYard. I'm going to be switching over to OBS. Michael Litz says, we get our first-round pick back from the Colts. We'll see what happens, bro. There's nothing promising about it, but we have to wait and see. Wait and see. Grinds, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Jay Koch, time for the best doing on YouTube. Definitely not, but I appreciate the compliment. Grind says, I hope we can get that first rounder when Wentz comes back. I hope so. Philly B Max says, Joey, my dude, what's going on? Hashtag Shake Squad. What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good night. Big Play Slay, what's going on? Nate Sassfield, what up? What's going on, bro? Jace Young says, Joey, what did you say about the heart last stream? Oh, no, when you sent all the hearts, I guess, from when we were talking at the end of the stream, I guess something happened where it blocked it, or I don't know, it was weird. Something, it like, blocked it, or it had to be, like, accepted. I don't know why. It was weird. Logan Montero, what's going on, bro? Philly B Mac, less than 24 hours. So excited, guys. We're streaming the game tomorrow. I know a lot of Eagles YouTubers are going to be streaming, like Philly 500 and stuff. So obviously, if you guys, whatever happens, if you guys come in, you guys come in. I really, encourage you guys to get on everybody's streams and support. So support everybody. Start of a really good year. Let's go. Samaj 215 says, let's prove the league wrong. Fly Eagles fly. That's what I want to do. Definitely. BLSG, what's going on, man? So what good, Joey? Can't wait for Eagles football tomorrow. Dude, I think we're all excited. I mean, I haven't been this excited for a preseason game in a good amount of time. Good while. So, we got Cryptacular says, woohoo, and +1 like. Logan Montero says, hey, more streams. Let's go. We're going to have a lot more streams, guys. Don't you worry about that. Cryptacular says, dude, I can't wait to see our two great cornerbacks, right? was not great last year. No, we're done with the Ronald Darbys. We're done with the Jalen Mills at corner. Now we have two legit capable, and I say capable. I don't say Steven Nelson's break. I never said Steven Nelson was locked down or anything like that. All I said to myself was we have a guy that can handle his own. Not going to win every time, but he's not a lockdown. And when people say he's not a lockdown, it's hard to find a lockdown corner in the league. It's not easy. And Darius Slay obviously is going to play fantastic this year. So. Excited. Danny Lukenheimer, what's going on, man? Devin Coral says, do you think Sanders will fit his catching issues? I mean, I hope so. I mean, he has to. Otherwise, if he doesn't, then someone else will be in front of him. I mean, we have eight running backs competing for spots right now. So, I mean, at this point, anything's possible. But, yeah, he really needs to fix that problem immediately. That's definite. Trap 202, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Excited for tomorrow. I can see that. Crypto says, hey, Joey, what's going on? Let me move down a little bit. Oh, yeah, BLSG just, Blake Countess we signed the other day. He's been on this, I mean, we drafted him in, 2015, I think, 16? Oh, was he a 6th-round pick? Right behind Jalen Mills. Mostly a special teams guy with us, but never really has done much after that, to be honest with you. Samaj 215 said, my fault. What up, Joey? What's going on, man? Comment star said, I want to see how they call plays tomorrow and how they handle certain situations. Well, we already found out that news. So what's going to happen is, I think, what's going to happen is Nick Sirianni's calling the play. Then Shane Steichen is going to pretty much get on the headphones and talk to Jalen Hurts through the microphone. So that's how it's really going down as of right now. So that's pretty much how it's going down, guys. We got a super chat from CW Gearhead. What's going on, bro? He says, dang it, thought I could put away the duct tape and chewing gum for holding these players together. Someone go find me my tool so I can start fixing these guys. Yeah, we already have a good amount of injuries right now. It's not bad, but I think the good part about all this is that we don't have a lot. We only have 3 preseason games, which is good. This way it gives us, the shorter the preseason games, the shorter the preseason games, the more time we're going to have to heal, and we're going to be more prepared. We'll have a couple more weeks of healing, and obviously Devontae Smith coming back, Kevon Wallace, Rodney McLeod, is trying to aim for week 1. So I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be good. I think having the 3 preseason games is good, but obviously it puts more pressure on the coaching staff for production and getting these guys prepared and getting these guys ready. So. What's going on, Philly the podcast? What's going on, bro? We got a good surprise coming to you guys Saturday on the Philly Shakedown podcast. Philly the podcast is very happy about it. So we have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. It was a lot of fun. So look out for that. I'm not going to give any hints on it, but you guys will see. Shout out to Philly the podcast, Joe Castro. Subscribe to his channel if you guys haven't. Cortago says Sanders will be okay. I know it. Our new head coach will make sure of it like he did with Rager. Nah, look, at the same time, these guys have had mistakes. Last year, I'm throwing last year. Last year is last year, guys. Last year was probably one of the worst seasons I've ever seen. One of them at least. And you know what? With this offense not producing, this whole team just didn't have any resilience, unfortunately. And that's what happens when you don't have resilience on your football team and you're backed into it. You remember how the Eagles used to be back to a corner and then we just win a lot of games? Last year, that didn't happen. There was no resiliency with this team, and this whole team gave up until that spark came. And that spark was Jalen Hurts. And he came right in. And obviously he didn't play. I thought he played okay in the Saints game. He played good in that. I thought the defense played bad, but that Cardinals game, I thought he played pretty good. Obviously he's had some mistakes, but he progressively played worse. And that was his preseason, and, we can't get too crazy about it, obviously. But Sam Edge 215, what's going on, man? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the super chat, man. Much love, dude. Much love. Commissar, so are you going to do a prediction of the 53-man rosters first, second week of the preseason? I'm going to do one soon. I already have that already set up already. I need to see this game tomorrow. I mean, one game isn't going to predict anything, but I think hopefully. I'm hoping to God, guys, because really at the end of the day, how we get so excited for preseason and nothing happens in preseason? It's like a total failure where we don't really see production. But the one thing I need to happen, obviously Jalen Hurts needs to play well. But another thing that needs to happen is Joe Flacco, Nick Mullins, they have to give our receivers good looks. Okay, no Cody Kesslers, none of these guys that throw bad passes. I can't stand that. Okay, we need to throw good passes. We need to give these receivers good looks because I'm tired of it's only 3 preseason games, so really there's more pressure. There's more pressure on guys like that. You know what I mean? You got to have these quarterbacks giving good looks to these other receivers. You got to have it. It's got to happen. It really has to happen. So I'm excited about it. I'm pumped about it. I'm excited what this defense is going to do. I want to see this pass rush, what it looks like. I want to see Milton Williams, Teron Jackson. I want to see all these newcomers coming into this defensive line with all this depth that we have. I mean, this 2021 defensive line looks a lot better than this 2017 Super Bowl defensive line. But now you got 2 capable corners behind them. So that is fantastic. Love it. Kevin the Prince, what's going on, man? So what do you think of the Golden Tate IG? People were making videos on this today. I don't know why. There was nothing behind it. Okay, he said dark days. Whatever Golden Tate did, he put up a picture on IG of him in an Eagles uniform, and it said, or Eagles gear, whatever. And it said dark days or something like that. Which I can't take much out of that, to be honest. I don't know. I can't take really much out of it, but there's nothing behind it. There's no article that says he's coming here. There's nothing that he's interested in coming back here. There's nothing there. So really it's a waste of time to even talk about. It's just something he posted. So I don't think it's anything crazy. ODN721, what's going on, man? Dave Young says, hey, wait, how do you get the game if you're in New York? Well, I have to stream off Game Pass, which Game Pass you have to pay $100 to watch preseason and rewatch NFL games. So Game Pass is not good because when I stream Game Pass tomorrow for the game, you guys are probably going to see things before I see them because Game Pass is actually that bad. Their streaming service is horrible. So unfortunately, that's what I have to do. And if it doesn't work, then I really don't know what else to even say about it. So I'm going to be looking and doing the chat and doing everything, and you guys, I'm gonna try not to look at the chat too much. I'm gonna look at the chat and answer all your guys' questions and kind of do everything at once. But you guys are probably gonna see things before I see them, so we'll figure it out. Kate Cash says, how much do you think Quez will play? He should play a good amount. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna start. I want to see if he actually starts tomorrow. I think he should. That's just me, though. But I'm hoping at least he plays. If he plays for a few series, I'll be happy with it and see some production, see some open space, what they do. So we'll see what happens. We got Kavan Kelm with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. It says, if I were Jalen, I would look at the Cowboys second half every single day and look at what I did wrong and how I can correct it. That was the worst he did. Yeah, that was bad. There was a lot of guys open in that game. He was very impatient. He was impatient in the pocket. He pretty much scrambled. Like, he did not sit in the pocket too long. This offensive line wasn't playing good either. We had too many injuries. We switched our offensive line 14 times. It was just a bad situation, guys. Just really bad. So there was only so much that Jalen could do. Even with the Cardinals game, like, he stood there and he just got hit. Not even 2 seconds to throw the ball. So it was more of an offensive line problem as well, so I wouldn't go too much on it. But Jalen has a whole offseason. Hurts got a whole offseason this year, building chemistry with the guys. It's a totally different story now than it was last year. You know what I mean? Like, different year. Totally different year, a better mindset in Jalen Hurts, a strong mindset as he's always had, and I couldn't ask for more. I just want to hope that he works out. I just want to hope. So, Cody Killfelter, what's going on, man? What's up, Joey Shakes? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Jesse Davis says, preseason play call, he's usually just see guys in certain situations. Nick isn't going to be play calling for W's. No, this is to give looks and to see how – and he wants certain players. He wants to see how certain players are working in the scheme, using these players to their strengths. And obviously this is – it's not about winning the game. Like, I like winning, but it's just for a preseason game – like, it is what it is. Like, by the end of the fourth quarter, we're going to have fourth, fifth stringers in there. So that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Eagles of Land says, are you ready for some football? Fly, Eagles, fly. Dude, we're all ready, dude. I didn't think it would come, like, this fast. Yeah, I had to do that. But, oh, man, that's awesome. I'm excited, dude. I'm pumped. The Philly Talk Podcast with the Super Chat. Appreciate it, man. So we made it to the preseason Fly, Eagles, fly. Finally, right? Like, we waited all this time. We had some dead months. We had some months where we're excited. And, you get through the whole offseason. It's crazy. It's nuts. So appreciate you coming in, man. Much love to you and your channel, dude. JD said, nobody wants slant boy. Commissar said, I was at the practice, and Quez was the best on the field. Rager was inconsistent because he had drops and had trouble getting open on second-string players. I still like Rager, but Watkins is better. No, I think when it comes to route running and the route tree, like, I think with Rager, it's mostly like he has all this speed and you could plug him in somewhere to use all that speed. And I think that's all you're getting out of. But I think he's quick. With everyone else on the field getting attention, I think he'd be a nice role player. And you know what? Rager, I don't think is a number one receiver. But I think he'd be a great number two or even a good number three at this point. You know what I mean? So I want to see what Quez does. I think Quez does have the endurance. He has the he's, I don't know, with Quez, I think it really comes down to his route tree. It comes down to his route running, the break of his route when he gets separation. I think there's more to Rager. I think there's more to Quez Watkins that we didn't see enough. Obviously, last year we didn't see anything, not even close to enough. Richie says Eagles have no money to trade for Michael Thomas. Correct. Either way, you don't want disgruntled Thomas. I wouldn't even touch that with a 10-foot pole, bro. I wouldn't even touch that. I wouldn't touch that at all. No joke. Wouldn't even bother with it. I don't want a veteran receiver here. I know people have been making videos about veteran receiver. I don't want any veteran receiver. These guys are hungry. Like, I don't think if Greg Ward is I don't think of Greg Ward. If you sign a veteran receiver, then you got to cut somebody else. You know what I mean? So that's a problem. Like, imagine if you bring in a veteran receiver, then you have to cut somebody. You have to cut another young guy. You know what I mean? For somebody that's not going to be here long. So that's the problem I'm having. Troy Singleton, what's going on, man? Jay Koch says, hey, Joey, do you think Sirianni mainly going to keep Hurts in the pocket tomorrow? No, I don't think so. I think he's going to – from what Nick has talked about was he wants to use Jalen Hurts to his mobility. He loves his mobility. He's not trying to change him into a pocket quarterback, but he's got to at least try to – there's going to be times where he's got to stay in the pocket and be patient. And then obviously use his legs afterwards. So that's definitely going to be something to watch. I don't think he's trying to force him in the pocket every play. No. He's definitely has plays designed for Jalen Hurts and his legs. That's definite. So that's what I'm more excited about. Robert G, what's going on? It says, I'm ready to see the rookie cornerback. Yeah, Zach McPherson's going to be interesting. I'm actually pretty pumped. I want to see who they start. I mean, obviously they're going to start Slay and Steven Nelson, and McPherson should come in with the second team, obviously. But I'm excited to see Zach McPherson, what he could do. I'm pretty pumped for it. I'm going to write some notes down to see, like, how many guys, as we're streaming tomorrow, and to see, like, how many guys, were the corner-wise, especially if they were beat for a certain amount of yards. But we'll see. We'll see, though. JD says, pause. Marcus Jordan, what's going on? Says, don't you frown. It's the Philly Shakedown. Yeah, I have that song stuck in my head. I'll have to thank Philly 500 for that. Yeah, he made it up. I have no credit. All the credit goes to him. Shout out to Philly 500. Probably watching right now. He said he was going to watch. But we're gonna get back together Saturday and talk about preseason, and we're gonna have some surprises for Saturday. So we're excited. We're pumped, bro. We're pumped. Philly B Max, I'd like to see McPherson. My bad on the spelling. You're good, bro. I can read it. We're good. We're good. I'm horrible when I type, and I have to, like, in chats, like, I gotta spell check everything. I type way too quick and I spell everything wrong. Grind says, "Ayo, pause." Kelda Prince says, "Do you think we should go after Michael Thomas?" No, I would stay away from it. I would stay far away from it. They're going through some stuff right now. Now they're gonna have to find out, like, who's their number one receiver over there now that's gonna take over for Michael Thomas. So we'll see. Troy says, "Joey, are you ready for some football?" I am ready. I am more than ready. I'm gonna have my jersey on tomorrow. I haven't worn my jersey in a while. I'm pumped about it. Jay Davis said the preseason should be good for the simple fact that even some of our third stringers are young guys who have a legitimate chance of competing. Definitely. I mean, even if you go into the, you look what you found. Like, you drafted John Hightower and Quez Watkins. Like, sometimes when you draft in those 5th, 6th rounds, you get those real hungry players. Those are dangerous rounds where you could find some good gems, and I hope we did. It would really pay off, guys. It really would. LeBron says, how many games you see us winning this year? At least 7 to 9, and if they really pick it up, they can win 10 or more. But I think 7 to 9 is reasonable for me. Philly Fan D says, all teams ranked in the 20s in the East, anyone's division. I think so, too. I really do think so. Jay Koch says, if Rager's healthy and playing tomorrow, Rager should be playing tomorrow. From what I'm hearing, he should be playing tomorrow. Commissar says, Quez had a good hands, too. I was surprised when he was catching over corners' heads. I'm not surprised because we saw a little glimpse of that last year. I mean, he only had, 2 receptions, I think, last year. He didn't have much. He had that one big, long reception in the Cowboys from the extended play from Jalen Hurts, and I think after that, or before that, he had that 33 yards, that touchdown, that screen pass, which was an eye-opener, and we were like, wow, that was fantastic. That was amazing. Love it. Trust the vibes. Can't wait to see everyone's overreact for a preseason game tomorrow. Well, dude, it's not overreacting. We want to play football, man. Don't be a Debbie Downer about it. Come on now. Jay says, what up, Joey? Have they said how long the first team offense and defense will play tomorrow? I can't wait. No, they're not going to, because they have to see how the game goes. They have to see how these reps are going. If they're going to their favor, then yeah, maybe they'll play him for a couple of series. But I would play Hurts for a half. That's just me at this point. So, you know what I mean? Even Sirianni said he doesn't know how many snaps or whatnot. It's just really how the game goes. There's 172 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. We cover the Eagles news all year round. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, like the stream. If you guys have not, check the description below to support me in other ways as well. We have the Philly Shakedown podcast every Saturday at 9 p.m. We will have it this week on Philly 500's channel. Very excited for it. And we'll be streaming the preseason game tomorrow. So check out this channel around, 7 o'clock. Probably going to start a little bit early. This way we get some talk in before we do the play-by-play tomorrow. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Jay Chung said, for example, 500 stream was 10 minutes back. Hope it doesn't happen to you. And he said it was Wi-Fi. I think I was downstairs. I didn't know if you read my comment. No, I think I might have missed it because of a super chat. Yeah, my internet is good. It's really good. I think Game Pass is just I'm gonna be way back. I'm probably gonna be a couple minutes back because of preseason. So that's probably what's gonna happen most likely, because I'm in New York, so I don't get local Philadelphia, games and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be streaming off Game Pass and to see what happens. I mean, you guys are gonna probably know what happens before me. So Berg says, bring back Alshon, JK. You better be kidding. But, hey, everyone's got it. Philly B. Max says, James Washington. Yeah, James Washington, well, we're going to be facing James Washington probably most likely tomorrow night. Wants out of Pittsburgh. I don't think he's a home run hitter when it comes to speed. But at the same time, you put him in open space, make those mid-tier throws to him. He's actually really good. I mean, he says he didn't really get many snaps last year, unfortunately, they're loaded at receiver. A trade, I don't know. As for another receiver, I'm not really sure. They might not jump on it. I think, this game could probably tell if they need to jump on another receiver. I don't know, but, we'll see. Because the vibe says, you're telling me you wouldn't want D-Hop or Diggs because they're veterans? Well, is D-Hop and Diggs? Well, that's kind of like weird because you couldn't even make those trades. That would be impossible. If you were trading for a D-Hop or a Diggs, you'd have to trade for those guys, obviously, and you have to give up a lot of draft picks for those. So those are totally two unrealistic opinions for veteran receivers that would come here. Guys like Kenny Stills, guys like Larry Fitzgerald, guys that are available right now, yeah, as a free agent, not to trade. Of course, having a D-Hop or a Diggs here would be fantastic, but it's totally unrealistic. Dodge said, can't wait to see our overall depth. I think this is the deepest team and most diverse team we've had in a long time. So excited. I can agree with that. I think start out with the trenches. I think we have a lot of depth there, but not just depth, but competition. Competition at linebacker, competition at running back, competition, at wide receiver. So I think we're looking really good when it comes to depth on paper. We'll just see how it goes, though. Tomas215 says Jalen is going to be okay. I think he is, man. Got a good feeling. Joe Velasquez, what's going on, bro? Big D says, as far as Golden Tate goes, sounded like he was throwing shade at us. I don't know, he was. That was a shade. Instagram post. That wasn't he wanted to come here or something like that. I'm actually surprised he still doesn't have a job. Comment Star says, I hope Hurts slides more. I've noticed he doesn't do that enough and is something to be concerned with. Yeah, he did. Even last year, he tried diving more than sliding. Diving is the worst you could do. You need to slide with your legs first. That's what you have to do. He didn't do that last year, so hopefully he cleaned that up a little bit. And he's got to hang on to the football with two hands because he didn't do that with the preseason last year, or not preseason. He didn't do that with the 4 games. I call it preseason because it was for him. He needs to hold on to that football because he's got a fumbling problem as well. So we have to watch out for that. Jay Young said, what time will the stream end? Because Bad Dog streaming the Knicks, Lakers game. Sorry, I missed the whole thing, but I will definitely be in Philly 500 in Philly 500 in your stream tomorrow. We're streaming separately tomorrow, and then obviously I don't know when it's going to end. I mean, probably going to stream the whole thing most likely, and then coming to we're going to do a post game stream afterwards tomorrow. So it's going to be a busy night tomorrow night. So it's going to be a busy night. CTS is excited to see Davion Taylor tomorrow. What young players are you most likely to see tomorrow? I mean, when it comes to Kenneth Gainwell, I want to see, Teron Jackson at defensive end, Milton Williams. I mean, I want to see Zach McPherson. I mean, I want to see our draft picks. I mean, I want to see all those guys that we had, definitely. But I'm pumped for it. I'm excited. I want to kind of watch Andre Dillard, see how he does in this game with the second team, obviously, and see what happens there. But there's a lot of guys to look at. There's a lot of guys. Obviously, Devontae Smith, John Hightower probably not play tomorrow, so I wouldn't go crazy about it. Marianne Johnson said, Rex Ryan told Brian Bollinger that Zach McPherson was going to be legit. Really? I hope he is. I mean, look, he has a little good pedigree under him. I think he just needs to. I think by next year, Steven Nelson's got a 1 year contract. Darius Slade is only playing throughout 2022, and that's it. And his contract's up. So this is a defensive-heavy draft next year. So with those first 2 picks, I would definitely go defense. I'm already kind of eyeing 2 guys to go defensive pass rusher and go get the best corner in the draft next year. I mean, that's just me. Just kind of moving forward a little bit. Troy Singleton said, I'm so hyped to see this team, but I'm really going to pay attention to the offense. No, I'm going to pay attention too. I mean, we have to. This offense is so important this year and so much to look at this year. So it should be interesting to see what happens. Should be really interesting. Robert Dredden, what's going on with the Super Chat? Appreciate it, man. Great supporter. What's up, Joey Shake's question? How many people does it take to beat the Cowboys? Answer, only one. Jerry Jones. Can't wait for the Eagles to play. Blessings. Funny. They actually had their HBO thing today, and I don't know. Who I forgot. Micah Parsons was complaining that he wasn't getting enough playing time in the Hall of Fame game. I saw that today. Actually, he was like really whining about it. So I was like, Jesus. I'm so glad we never on one of those shows at all. Matt Weeks going on, man. So unfortunately, we'll not be able to see the preseason, but definitely watching the regular season. That's for dang sure. Oh, dude, that stinks. But yeah, dude, definitely just come in. Just come to the stream tomorrow. We'll be going over the whole entire game tomorrow, so it should be fun. CT said, do you think Wentz plays 75% snaps for the Colts? I don't think he does because he's going to rush himself back from injury, and then that's pretty much it. He's going to rush himself back, and he might get hurt again. Like him rushing back, he's going to force himself to rush back. That's what's going to happen. It's just unfortunate. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're getting 3 first-round picks next year. I mean, hey, if it happens, then wow. I mean, hey, good for Carson Wentz and good for us. Ernesto Chavez Aguilar says, draft the best defensive player next year in the draft. 100%. I agree. That's what I just said before. I would use those first 2 picks on defense next year. I think receiver we're going to be fine. Running backs, we should be fine. Offensive line, we're fine. We have depth. We have Nate Herbig can do both guard spots. You know what I mean? We got to see if Brandon Brooks can stay healthy, see if Lane Johnson stays healthy. Jordan Malaz is starting left tackle. He's got to stay healthy. So this offensive line is to be intact this year, 2021. That's definite. Big D says Zach McPherson is so unknown. I found no footage of him, but the guy has great mindset, work ethic, and that's the best we could ask for at that time. I think with Zach McPherson, he's a ball hawk. He's been a very good ball hawk. He always has himself in the right position at the right time at practice, and he deflects a lot of footballs. I think he had a pick so far, and he's had a really solid camp, which is good. It's nice to see that your draft picks are actually producing at camp. You're actually seeing production, which is something we never see. Every time we draft guys in this Doug Peterson era, we just never saw anything. And we kind of hope to God that something would happen. But Carlton Roberts says, my favorite contents are you, Lord Brunson, Flip Hunter, Mr. Dugas, and Darius Dahl. I know all those guys. They're great guys. Subscribe to all their channels if you guys have it. Appreciate it, Carlton. Much love, dude. Much love, dude. Sloppy Joe's Sloppy Show. I love that name. Every time you come on with that name, I love it. I want Malata to sing me to sleep each night, then hold me in his arms like a big teddy bear he is. Yeah, they had the rookie. Malata was singing on stage, and it was actually really good. And everybody was freaking out how good he should go on. He should go on American Idol. No joke. He should try. I think he would make it. I think he would. Big D says, how Patrick Johnson been doing? I haven't heard much of anything on Patrick Johnson. Most likely going to be practice squad. Probably. Most likely. Tomas 215, like LB said, it's hurt season. It is. We're hoping that he plays well, man. We're hoping. Commissar said, I think we should draft a corner next year, and also I think we should extend Nelson depending on how good he plays next year. It really depends. Depends on this draft next year, because if it's a heavy defensive draft next year, there's a good amount of corners in this draft that are very productive. That could be your number ones, and we're just gonna have to see. I would say get a pass rusher. Your first 2 picks should be defense next year. Offensively, if Jalen Hurts works out and you're fine and your receivers look good, I don't think you have to go offense in this. I mean, I know they'll draft. Obviously, they should draft probably another offensive lineman, which they should, like they do every single year. They always should draft offensive linemen. I don't care if it's 3rd, 4th rounder, but they should with the first 2 picks go defense. I mean, that's definite. Eric Stewart says, I would draft a safety at a wide receiver, and where's my wrench? Yes, Eric, I know I'm giving wrenches out after tomorrow. I said after preseason I'm giving out wrenches. Unfortunately, I didn't give anybody wrenches because people have been blocking people, and it's not right. It's not fun for me to take wrenches from everybody. I did it just as a clean slate, and I would like to find out who did it, but I'm probably not going to, which I think is really bad. So we're waiting on some stuff right now. Cryptologist says, yo, Mark Holmes mullet for sure. Landon is one of the rare guys that could fill the shoes of our awesome center, Kelsey. And that's most likely a next year thing. At this point, I know they're not Howie said they're really not redshirting him, but I don't know what they're actually going to do. Are they going to redshirt him, or are they just going to let him sit? If there's injuries, do they have him play? I don't know. I mean, that's something we're just going to have to, we're just going to have to figure that out when the time comes. Alex, hey, Joey, you're Jeffrey Lurie for a day. What you doing in 24 hours? I'm getting prepared for this game. Right now, I don't know. With the cap space we have right now, I would sit tight until after this first preseason game, see how we look, and then obviously you see what you need. The guys once cuts come, like there's going to be guys coming off waivers. Like there's going to be good players coming off waivers that the Eagles could pick up. So I would definitely watch out for that when you have time. It's definitely, you think it's not important, but it really is. Troy Singleton said, I like Hard Knocks show. Be like, I could bring myself to watch it because the Cowgirls are on it. I know, it's because you know it's going to be entertaining. And Mike McCarthy, he seems like he's not an approachable coach. Does anybody get that feeling that McCarthy's just not approachable? I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me. Comments are, who do you think our third linebacker should be? I think Singleton and Wilson are locked, but I do not think Avery should be the other linebacker. He isn't that good in covering. I'd much rather have Jacoby Stevens start. That's if Jacoby Stevens is ready. If it's me, it could be T.J. Edwards. It could be Davion Taylor. I don't know. Eric Wilson is your best coverage linebacker right now. Alex Singleton will be next to him. And then, I don't know, that third spot's going to be it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. So, Grind says, I watched the first episode of Cowboys Hard Knocks. It was pretty funny. I like Michael Parsons, how he wants to play every snap. Made me laugh when he whined. That's what I just said. Yeah, he just whined. Jerry Jones is like Emperor Palpatine. We got Mark Holmes mullet. What's going on, bro? So that Dickerson pick looking better and better. It is, and I think it's going to be. If that pick works out, we are in good hands. We are in fantastic hands right now. No joke. Philly B-Mac says Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma is someone to watch tape on for the L brother. Just saying, I heard a lot of names, and he's one of those names I've been watching as well. So next year, if they get pass rusher, they should go literally corner pass rusher. That depends. If they don't sign Steven Nelson to an extension, then I think we have a feeling they're going to get corner. I think that's really going to tell right there. Jay Chung said, trust me, I don't get the games either, the Eagles games. It's unfortunate, right? You got to pay $100 just to watch preseason. I think it's ridiculous, NFL, but hey, it is what it is. Jay Cott said, I hope McPherson does good when his number is called because I know Maddox is going to be – I don't think Maddox is going to be good, guys. I don't know. Maybe because in the Jonathan Gantt defense will play better with some – I don't know. I really don't know if he's going to play well. I'm not sure if he's going to play well. So that's something we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to watch and see down the road. I don't trust him at nickel. I don't trust him outside. I just don't. We got Matt says Eric Joey slowing giving wrenches due to some fool blocking over 150 people. It's unfortunate. So Nick Cunningham says, how soon do you think we should make a judgment on Hurts? How many games either way it would take to answer our questions? I think really it's just the eye test. Like if you'll know if the guy is capable. I mean, you'll know down the road if he is capable. I mean, if he plays as bad as Carson Wentz did last year, then I don't even know. If he plays as bad as he did last year with the first 4 games, then I don't know. Then I think we'll know by middle of the season what this guy is all about and to be a franchise quarterback. Because if not, guys, I don't think we're going to go get a quarterback in this draft next year. I think they will trade for Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you right now, it's lurking, and the Eagles have been interested since the end of last season, taking advantage right now to try to get him on the roster because they want to try to get him for as low value as possible before he's more up there at value. What's the situation is gone. His situation is gone. So I think really, Nikki, it's just about just look with your eyes. You'll be able to tell if he's the guy or not. I think it's going to take some time. He's going to make mistakes. Okay, he's going to make mistakes. Okay, he's not going to be perfect. We all know that, but you never know what can happen with a good head coach and Shane Steichen, a good offensive coordinator that worked with Herbert, did a fantastic job with Herbert as well. So definitely something else to look at, which is good. So Jake Kotz, inside outside, it doesn't matter where he at. God's Warriors, P85. I think we need to go for a middle linebacker or free safety or strong safety. I think we're good at linebacker. I don't think we have a weakness there. I think we just need to find the right guys to plug in, and we'll be fine. I really do think our linebacker core. I think because last year, obviously, Jim Schwartz didn't know how to use cornerbacks, linebackers. He kept they were playing favorites, keeping the guys on the field that weren't playing well. I mean, I think now we're getting a development aspect. Nick Reynolds is a really good coach, linebacker coach. He works these linebackers really hard. Commenters, I think we should also draft a safety. That I definitely agree with, too. Definitely more competition at safety. Definitely. Big D said, I don't block people on other people's channels without their permission. That's definite. The 803 Hitman says, remember the Andre Dillard and Barnett fight? I'm surprised we had no altercations during camp this year. Yeah, I do remember that, but no, we didn't. I didn't hear anything about any fights this year so far as of right now. So I didn't hear anything. Jace Davis says, I still think we should use first on an offensive lineman. I want to go defense, but this group is old and injury prone with all of our misses the past few years. Time to back to the old. I don't think we're bad at offensive line at all. I mean, if Brandon Brooks gets hurt, I want him traded because 2 Achilles, not even 2 days in training camp, he got a hamstring injury. It was just a total disaster. And you know what? Now they're being cautious with him. So you can't be cautious with him because you got to let the guy get physical on the field. You got to let the guy needs snaps. I mean, you can't just have him have no contact. So I don't know what the case is. Lane Johnson, make sure his ankle is good. And just see what happens. But that right side of the line I am worried about more than the left side just because of the injury history. But that's as far as it goes. Dak Wilson for MP said that happened to Bad Dog as well on his channel. Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. Philly B Max says, looking forward to earn a wrench. Much love, my guy. Appreciate it, Philly B. Yeah, I'll be giving wrenches out after the first game tomorrow, first preseason game, so look out. I will be adding some things here and there. To get a wrench, guys, you just have to be on these streams a lot. I have to see you a lot. That's pretty much it. Berg says, who starts Quez or Travis? I think Quez is going to start tomorrow. I mean, that's just me. But I think Quez will make it tomorrow. Justin Hardy says, what's our cap space looking like right now? Expecting other moves. I think we have about 17 million, probably a little over 17 million. Could be wrong, but I think it's about 17 million cap space as of right now. Commissar said, I've also been impressed with Luke Juriga, who is the backup center. Keep an eye on him because he could be good depth. We have the best offensive line coach in the NFL. I agree. I mean, Justiga is. I think he's more of a third, a third on the depth chart when it comes to center. I mean, he is the backup right now, but with Dickerson coming in next year, he definitely, Juriga will probably be back up to him. I don't think he'll start. I mean. At center next year, that's Landon's spot. That's where he's going to be. That's what's going to happen. So, Big D said Mike McCarthy is the worst coach to ever win a Super Bowl. Big D says the only reason that Michelle Mann has a ring is because David Akers could no longer kick a football at that point. We have King Dad. What's going on, bros? How do you feel about Carson coming back from injury early? I think he's going to get hurt again, bro. Like, this is the same story. This is Mr. Carson Wentz being the hero. And that's what he usually does. He becomes the hero. He comes back too early, and then, it's just ridiculous what happens. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's going to last. If he comes back early and doesn't follow the rules of when he should come back, I think he's going to get hurt. And if he doesn't, then, hey, he gets a first-round pick for us next year. Hey, I'll be thanking Carson Wentz. I'll be kissing his boots. So... Alex Hayes says, I'm worried about Miles Sanders. I thought he was a lock, but all these ball security issues. Give it time. I would just say give it time. He starts doing that, he's not going to play, and that's just the way it goes. There's no favorites on this team anymore. This coaching staff isn't picking favorites. I mean, I think Miles Sanders is one of the most underrated backs that could do so much more. And obviously, with Doug Pearson, didn't use him enough last year and strayed away from the run last year at times. So it was just insane. We have 240 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We'll be streaming the Eagles preseason game tomorrow. So definitely check this channel out tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're going to have a post-game stream for everybody afterwards. So it should be a lot of fun. So check that out. If you guys haven't subscribed, guys haven't liked the stream, guys. I do appreciate that. It helps the channel go a long way. Description below to support me in other ways as well. Follow me at Twitter at JoeyShake72, guys. You guys could always ask me questions on Twitter as well. I'm always on there. People usually ask me questions, send me DMs and stuff like that. So if you guys have it, check me out on there as well. Eric says the Eagles are going to surprise people this year. And I think they will. I think they're going to be a competitive team. I think they're going to be, I think they're going to be tough. I think they're going to surprise us, and I really hope they do. That's why I think they could win more than 7 to 9 games if they really put their mind to it and everything works out the way it should. Then yeah, definitely. Ernesto Chavez Aguilar said, "What's the news with Dickerson? Is he not knocking heads?" I don't think it depends on his medical. What's happening? I don't think he's really been hitting that much. I don't know if he's even been practicing. I don't think he has. So at this point, this is like a next year type of thing with him. If they need him to play because of certain things that happen, if they have to let him dress up this year later in the year, then that's fine. But this is more likely a 2022, move for him to start at center once Jason Kelce retires, and that's what's probably going to happen most likely. God's Words, Priest 85 says, I know it's a long shot. Would you want Michael Thomas? But what's your opinion about Michael Thomas? What's a trade? I would trade Ertz and Barnett for Thomas. No. Michael Thomas is a drama queen to the full extent. Like, he will make up anything possible. Like, if he doesn't, he just doesn't go through the motions of things. Like, if things aren't going right, just suck it up and play, and that's it. But with him, he's got to go on the internet. He's always got to say what's on his mind, and he causes all this trouble, and I don't even want that. I don't want to give up any of these other receivers. Getting Michael Thomas does nothing for us but cause a headache, and on top of everything else, like, yeah, we can get rid of some players on top of it, but, the Saints are cap-strapped as well. I think Drew Brees retiring actually helped their cap a lot. They're kind of lucky this year, so I wouldn't even touch it. Charles Craig says tomorrow's game on NFL Network. It depends where you live. It depends on your area, what's your, where you are. For me, I have to pay $100 for Game Pass, which I did. I did a 7-day free trial. So literally, I'm doing free trials. I'm going to delete my account and do a free trial every single week, which is going to be nuts. Eric Stewart says Maddox is trash, and I definitely believe that I don't think he's like horrible, but he's not great. I think he's average to below average cornerback. That's definite. We got a super chat from Lord Dagger. What's going on, bro? Hey, yo, what's good, everyone? We're just chilling there. We're getting ready for tomorrow night. Should be a lot of fun. I hope it's a lot of fun. I'm hoping it is. So, guys, when I go down with these super chats, guys, just put in your questions. You have to re-put your questions. So copy your question. If I skip it, and paste it back in, guys. Just paste it back in. God's Word says, I will watch the game on the Eagles app. You could do that as well. You could watch it on the Eagles app. Brian Church, I have streaming websites if you need them. I'm trying to find ways to watch, instead of doing this, I can't stand going through Game Pass, and I can't stand it. It's unfortunate, but Mark Holmes Mold says Dez Bryant. I wouldn't even touch that. I think he's honestly waiting to get back on the Cowboys. I really do. I think he's waiting to get back on the Cowboys just to play some games. That's what I think. That's just me though. Grind says I'm most excited to watch Milton Williams, Teron Jackson, as Philly Farmer would say, absolute studs. Also McPherson as well. He's going to be a gem for sure, and I hope he is. And I think by next year, McPherson could start by next year. I think he could. You could have Slay and McPherson start next year if you could. And that depends. If Steven Nelson is still here, I don't know if they'll extend him. It really depends on how well he plays and how much money he's going to be demanding. So it's going to be a whole different story. But we'll just see, though. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get through this chat as much as I possibly can. Mark Holmes Mullen says, Wentz, the gyro hero. Sloppy Joe says, Maddox might do well if it goes back to free safety where he did well in his rookie year to play some McLeod. It's probably not going to happen. He's not going back to safety. I mean, yeah, I would love it, but probably not going to do it. I don't know why. I thought his range was really good. I mean, he moves better moving forward than he does move backwards at corner. I think he moves forward a lot better. I feel like he can cover a good part of the field to himself. He's really, really quick. His tackling is okay, but it just depends on the end of the day. I don't think they're going to do it though. Putting Maddox at safety, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think so. Alex Haynes says, where's Jalen at right now? Is he where we want? Where he's at right now? I mean, as of right now, yes. But we need to see him face another jersey. Yeah, we can all say, oh, yeah, he's doing fantastic. He had one really bad day at training camp, but we got to see him against other jerseys. I mean, when you play your own team at practice, they know how you like to do things. They know the way you are. They know your moves. They know how you like to get out of the pocket. I mean, they just know your DNA as a player. So I wouldn't take it to the extreme, but he needs to face another team. Data 6 says, do we have any roster spots that you just need to fill? I know that the Eagles have 2 extra roster spots that, obviously, with the new rules coming in, the Eagles have 2 new roster spots. So if I was to use 2 extra roster spots this year, one would be at running back and one would be at wide receiver, 100%. Those are the 2 spots I would use, those 2 extra roster spots. That's definite. Mark Holmes says Dez in the slot as a vet. Could do that, but I don't think we should bring in any veteran receivers. I'm totally against it. Marcus Big Mob, what's going on? So if you want to see the game, download NFL live stream. Chris Lowe says Quez number 2 wide receiver. He could be. You could see Rager being the number 3. You never know. I mean, Quez, we need to see what he could do, see what Rager could do, see how far they've come. And obviously with Rager playing last year, he was dealing with 3 injuries. and he was just never 100% last year at all. On top of the coach is not putting him in a good situation, on top of the quarterback not putting him in a good situation either. It's a lot more than that. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than that. Eyes out said the Eagles are going to surprise people this year, and I think they are too, bro. I think they are too. I think they are. Philly Fan D, what's going on, man? It's appreciate how you do the streams, bro. No problem, man. I do the best I possibly can. Like, guys are gonna have to give me a break tomorrow because I've never done a play-by-play in my life. Okay, I mean, I don't have extra cameras where I could stand up and stuff, so I'm gonna be sitting and maybe like hovering and like going back and forth from my desk, like if it gets crazy. But you know, I'm doing a play-by-play tomorrow for the first time. I've done stream during games, but not really been into it in the past years. I've done it like a long time ago, a few years ago. But hey, Philly Fan D, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it a lot. Grind says everyone has to realize that Max is going to the slot. He's not playing on the outside, so he will flourish in the slot. He's 5'9", and I really do believe he will thrive. Hey, look, like if it works, then fine. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him like playing on either to even start or even give a chance. But I mean, if he runs with it, then yeah, that's fine. I mean, if he could do it. Truant says, if you search Dofo on Android Apple, it has a major college sports for free and able to stream it to TV, not a spam. Just saying, I haven't missed a game in 5 years. That's really good to know. I might take up on that. Justin Hurdy says, are you generally disappointed that we're most likely not going to get 3 first-round picks? Did you expect this to happen? I mean, in the back of my head, I thought maybe that this would happen, but at the same time, like, I'm already in the mode of we're going to have 2 firsts and 2 seconds right now. Like, that's the mode I'm in right now. But am I disappointed? I'm not, like, depressed about it, but, I mean, yeah, it's a bummer. But, I mean, there might be a chance it could happen, but we're just going to have to see. You know what I mean? Like, I still, having 2 first-rounders, and if your quarterback works out, if Jalen Hurts works out and they want to put him as a franchise quarterback, if they're comfortable with him, then yeah, I'm pumped for it. Like we're gonna be more comfortable with that. So it should be interesting. We got a super chat from Mark Holmes Mullet. Says the Cowboys are gonna be barbecue chicken this year. You know, it really depends on Dak Prescott and what he does, you know, with that right shoulder. If that right shoulder starts to act up during the season, that team is going to be in trouble. Plus, he's coming off a really bad ACL. So, you know, like, you have, you know, their offensive line is good, but, you know, Tyron Smith is like 90 years old. I mean, not 90, he's still young, but I'm saying like he's acting like he's 90 years old. He's got all these back surgeries and these problems. And I mean, I don't feel comfortable with Dallas's O-line at all whatsoever, going into this year, on top of, you know, Dak has, you know, got paid and, you know, he's hurt and now he has that right shoulder injury. So it's unfortunate. Bryce, I need to go to that Vegas game. I want to check out that stadium over in Las Vegas. I got to check that stadium out. Matt says, yep, some idiot fortunately did that, so we now slowly giving mods after. Armand K. Johnson, I'm pumped. Dude, we're all pumped. We're excited about tomorrow. Can't wait till tomorrow, man. Can't wait. I'm just glad football is back, dude. Your boy Rob, what's going on? Can't wait to see some pancakes made from Jordan Mailata. I'm pumped for that, too. You always want to see that. That's what he usually does all the time. Bryce Blackwell says Nitro. Joseph Dodds said opinion on Smith and Hurts. I mean, Smith is going to be a great receiver this year. I mean, he's going to be a great receiver for a long time. And Hurts, you know, he just needs to go through his progression, his reads. He just needs to look capable of being that starting quarterback. But he's got to work with what's around him. He can't make, you know, I don't want this to be the Devontae Smith. I don't want it to just be Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts making big plays. I want everybody to be involved. I want everybody to have a lot of value in this offense. I don't want it to depend on one guy. You know what I mean? So should be interesting. Troy says, Joey, got to check. I got to go check you tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, man. We'll be streaming. I don't know what time. I'll figure out a time probably before it starts. Dash 6 says, so you think we could just keep Dillard as a backup? I don't think we're going to get much for him at trade. I don't think we're going to get much for him either. He has no value whatsoever. He's a former first-round pick, and that's it. You know, he's a first-round pick offensive lineman, but that's as much value as you get. He hasn't had a good camp. He got injured again on top of it. I forgot he got injured. He might not even play tomorrow. I don't know. But he got injured again. So I don't know if he's playing tomorrow, but it's unfortunate. I don't know. I said to myself before the offseason started, I said, if Andre Dillard gets hurt, again, before the season starts, like, I'm done. I mean, he already lost the job. I think we all know he lost that job after last year. He lost that job, and they just wanted to give him a chance, but I don't think it's – I don't know. We'll see. Eagles 795 says, all I know is Hurts better be playing a series of Grellas. He'll play a series. I want him to play more. I mean, I wish I could have him play a half. That'd be good if he played a half. Daniel Silva says, we will win the division. People are forgetting Giants and Washington only had 2 more wins than us. Nothing special as long as we can stay healthy. I feel no team in the division has a chance. I think it is a bad division, but those NFC East games are always competitive, regardless of whose roster is better. If the Eagles are home for a game, you have the crowd back now. We have our fans back now. We are back in the building finally. So that's going to make a huge difference. Not having fans last year was so horrible, and then when we did, it was like totally just they might as well not had any fans. And people are spending a fortune on tickets for nobody to be there at these games. So it's unfortunate. Joe Dodd says, who do you think is going to have a good season in the Eagles? I think Hurts will have a good season. Devontae Smith. I think a lot of guys will. It's not just the main guys. Like, I think a lot of guys will have a good year. I mean, I'm hoping that they do, but I know it's going to happen? No, but that's what I'm hoping. Big DC Hurts will play at least one series, probably 2. I hope it's more than that. He needs snaps, bro. He needs snaps. 1 or 2 series is not enough. He needs more snaps. I'm sorry. That's not enough. That's not enough. It's not like he had snaps last year. Not like we saw a lot of snaps last year. We saw a few games. That was it. Eagles Uncensored Podcast. What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night tonight, dude. Matt says, yeah, to remove all mods and reset, slowly giving them out. Joel Mag, what's going on, man? Says, Joey, do we need to cut ties with Dillard or do we continue to work with him? I think we just need to keep him this year. Like, we need depth this year. Like, even if he's depth with no value, which I can't stand, he needs to be that swing left tackle. We don't have another swing left tackle right now. I don't know if LaRaven Clark is hurt right now, so I don't really know if that's even happening. But they need to. We need to see what we got. We got to see what we have. We need depth, and if he's bad depth, then we still need to keep him. We still need to keep him this year. Next year, it's a totally different story. You get rid of him, then get rid of him. You trade him, then trade him. Is what it is. Truth, so what's your Twitter handle? I'll DM you in a little bit. My Twitter handle is at JoeyShake72 on Twitter. If you guys haven't followed me on there, follow me on Twitter, guys. Follow me on Twitter if you guys have not. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. We got a little surprise. Sorry, that was playing. We have a little surprise for tomorrow for Saturday stream of the Philly Shakedown podcast. We got one little cool snippet of something that we're kind of happy to unleash. So, Scott, what's going on, man? So I'm getting a little tired of Quez hype. Show it on the field, not in practice, preseason, college, the NFL field. We're crowned so many before. Yeah, that's true. I think he will show it. I got like 90% chance that Devontae Smith is going to do a good job. I really do. And then Quez as well. I think Quez needs to show up tomorrow night, and I hope he does. I really hope he does. Like, I don't want to be like, just because we face each other, he does well, and then other than that, he can't do anything. These guys are going to play real hard tomorrow night. They're all going to play hard, so I'm pumped about it. Sloppy Joe Sloppy Show said, if you could take one player from every other team in the NFC East, the Eagles, who would you take? Oh, if I would take, oh man, if I was to take somebody from the Cowboys, it would be Van Der Esch, because I love Van Der Esch. I think he's gonna be one of the best. If he stays healthy, he's becoming another Sean Lee. But I like Van Der Esch a lot. Washington, I love Terry McLaurin. I like him as a receiver, obviously. With the Giants right now, I would love to take Saquon Barkley off their hands and put him with Miles Sanders. That would be fantastic. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, that would never happen. I think realistically, I would love Van Der Esch from the Cowboys for our linebacker core. Biddy said Giants probably would have done better if they didn't lose Saquon. They got robbed in that game versus the Buccaneers. Yeah, but at the same time, where is he going to go? Their offensive line wasn't good last year. Their defense was really the best unit last year. They lost by 3-point deficits last year. Like that defense was playing good. They just couldn't finish games. Even if you have a healthy Saquon, you don't have a good offensive line, and basically that happened last year. This year they have guys retiring. Their offensive line is not great, and their quarterback is very suspect right now. So Charles Craig said, any chance on getting KJ right? For right now, probably not. I mean, I would just wait on it. I mean, we need to see what we have with these linebackers. They haven't played a preseason game yet, so I think this is a wait-and-see approach with the KJ Wright stuff. So we'll see. Your boy Rob says, damn, skip right over my comment. My bad, bro. Nah, if there's super chats and stuff, I skip over everybody's comments to hit those. So if I do, you guys got to put them in again. That's just what happens, unfortunately. But Ernesto Chavez Aguilar says, you the man, Joey. Appreciate all the work you do giving us Philly dues. No problem, bro. Been doing it for a long time, and I'm glad to do it. It keeps me informed with the Eagles as well because I love covering them. So appreciate it. Scholar says, is it Thursday yet? A few more hours, it will be Thursday. A few more hours. Israel DeLuca says, everyone go to Damian Lillard's new rap song, recruit him to Philly in the comments section. Also go Birds. Philly D says, Washington had the QB that gave Tampa a bit trouble in the wild card. He could emerge. Could happen. I mean, we had to give it more time, but it could happen. Justin already says, which three players you look forward to the most in preseason? Quez Watkins, Jalen Hurts, and Milton Williams. I mean, Teron Jackson as well. I mean, there's a bunch of guys. Eric Wilson. I mean, there's Anthony Harris. I mean, there's a bunch of guys I want to look at. Berg says, does J.J. make the roster in your opinion? If they keep 5 receivers and use that extra roster spot for 6, I don't think he's even here. I think he's on practice squad. 100% I think he's on practice squad, definitely. Scott says Dillard is out. All right, so Dillard is out for tomorrow. Huh, what else? That's just going to – I mean, it's unfortunate, but – your boy Rob says 204 viewed, only 67 likes. Come on, smash the like button for your boy. Appreciate it, man. If you guys haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, guys, if you guys have it. Joseph, the Steagles face you off. Who's going to win that game? I don't care who wins that game. I'm not caring about the win. I'm caring about production for players. Preseason wins mean absolutely nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. So, Big D said Mulata badly outperforming him. Yeah, and that's the truth. Kev says, what's up, Joey? How you doing, man? Got Mark Holmes Mold Super Chat says, who are your sleeper dark horse teams this year? If it comes down to like sleepers this year, like I don't know, like I think the Chargers could be one of those dark horse teams. Oh man, I mean I don't know another team that would be a dark horse right now. Right now, not the Colts. I had the Colts doing well with Carson being a quarterback this year, but now he's hurt. That was one of my dark horse teams. I mean, they're not. I wouldn't consider them dark horse, but they were still good. But it's unfortunate. Like I think the Panthers are another story. I don't think so. I don't think with the Panthers. I'm kind of thinking about it. Not really the Panthers. I don't know. It's tough. I'm not really sure. I think the Chargers was definitely one of those teams. I think they have the quarterback. They have a lot of weapons. I think the Chargers are gonna play really well this year. That's just me though. We got a Stuart chat for Drewski. What's going on, man? Says, would you trade Dillard for C.J. Henderson? Of course I would, but it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. It's just not. It's unfortunate. It's not going to happen, but it is what it is. So, C.J. Henderson's interesting. I want to know why they're getting rid of him. I mean, I still don't know the details on why. Like, he's a top 10 pick, only through a year in his rookie deal. Like, why are they getting rid of him? It makes no sense at all. So, Big D says, when I look at Dillard, I'm looking at Dead Man Yellow Reef from Dead Red Revolver voice. We got Jerome Castro, October 10th. He says, Panthers Nation. Joseph Dawes says, who is the most underrated team in the NFL? Underrated? Us. I don't want to give anybody props. I don't want to give anybody else props. I think we're very underrated right now. Like, everybody hates us. Every reporter, every news analyst, everybody has talked stuff about Jalen Hurts, our 17th ranked offensive line. We have no linebackers. I mean, it's ridiculous. Miles Sanders isn't a top running back in the league. Like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know? I can't. I just want to shut everybody up this year. That's what I want. Jacksonville's underrated? Why? Or was that for the other question? Or a dark horse team? I don't even think they're either. Costner's Dillard is going mental, you could tell. Also, he interacting with his teammates. I saw him being by himself. Don't be surprised if you request a trade. I mean, he could request a trade. It wouldn't be hard to trade him or just release him if that's the case. If it's going to be that much of a big deal, then I wouldn't even You know what I mean? I don't know. CG Ruthless Sports with the super chat. Appreciate it. Says, can we collaborate week 2? 49ers. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be home. I am going to be at the 49ers game. I am going to the opener for the Philadelphia Eagles. I will not be around to stream. I might stream a little bit while I'm there. I might put some videos, some vlog videos up and stuff like that. But other than that, I will not be around to stream. I'll be able to stream Sunday. I'll be able to stream Sunday night when I get back from Philly. I'll have a post game that night. But other than that, week 2, I will not be able to stream the game or nothing. I will be at the game, so I'm pumped and excited to be there. So I appreciate it, but I'm definitely not going to be there though. But he says, "To hell, fake news media." Jerome Castro, just for the shout out, gonna sub Panthers Nation. Appreciate it, bro. Can't wait this year. Much love, dude. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Marianne John says, Ertz and Watkins have been the best receivers in camp so far from everything I've been reading. Ertz has had a really good camp. I just have a feeling that he's not going to be here. I don't think, are they keeping 3 tight ends this year? I think they are. But why have all these other guys? He's a $12 million cap hit. If you trade him or release him, it's $8.5 million in cap space. You can have over $20 million. You can have over $20 million in cap space if you release or trade Zach Ertz. I just don't get why he's here. It cost us $12 million this year. It just makes no sense. Dallas Goedert's on a contract year, ready for an extension. We signed Richard Rodgers. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. Big D says, so you think Lawrence is dead man walking in Jacksonville? I don't know. I think he's going to play well, but what is he? He doesn't have much around him, does he? At this point, it's going to take time. But I don't think he's going to be a bad quarterback. But Carl says, "Fly Eagles fly." Venom King says, "Raiders is a dark horse team." I don't like the Raiders as a dark horse. I don't think they're going to do anything this year. That's just me. A lot of people have been saying the Raiders are definitely someone that's going to come up. Jay, he says, "Preach, Joey." Guys, hey, Joey, I'm headed to bed. Football tomorrow. See you tomorrow night. My guy, everyone smash the like button or Philly 500 will make another song. Now, he'll make another song regardless. But, hey, Grinds, have a good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. Sleep well. Nick Iam says, Clement is a giant. Oh, Clement's been a giant for a long time. Oh, yeah. Clement's actually having a good camp with New York. Clement had no interest from teams. That was the only team. He had no interest from any team. Clement is a New York Giant. It is what it is. I wasn't mad about it. He needs a job. He needs to put food on the table. So it's just what is he supposed to do? You know what I mean? He had no interest. He had a very dry free agency when he was released. So, I wish I could have caught the stream earlier. It's all good. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be streaming during the game tomorrow and then another stream afterwards. So it's going to be busy. Big D's problem with the Raiders is December. Got Charles Craig says, love being underdogs. Remember what happened the last time they called us underdogs. Definitely. We saw how that turned out. I'm going to skim for some questions here. Eyes Out says, Joe, you're definitely right. I think the Eagles are the most underrated team. We are being doubted tremendously. By everybody. Not just a little bit. We're doubted by everybody. So, Shane says, should the Eagles trade for Thomas? No. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Do not touch that subject. There's no point, really. It's not going to happen. Stay away from that drama-causing person. I don't even want him around. I don't. Really don't. Eric says Dillard might be a suicidal case. They need to keep an eye on him. He clearly has a mental problem. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe you know better than I do. I don't know. Alhan Mitsuyama says maybe Ertz is shining his inner Trevor Lawrence in his blonde hair. Maybe he wants to go down to Jacksonville. Mr. Malibu himself. Yeah, right. That blonde hair really threw me off guard. Got to say, Big D said, don't we play the Panthers this year? I think we do. Yeah. Fireman 2531 says Ertz seems like he doesn't want to be. No, I don't. No, I don't feel that. I think he doesn't want to be here. But he's having a solid camp. It's not affecting his play. It's not affecting his camp at all. So he must be doing all right. Ron Robinson says, I'm trying to go live on your channel again. I know you've been asking, bro. I had a good time when we had the live call. We're not going to be doing a live call-in for a while. Like, everything's busy now. So during the season, we might not be doing any live call-ins whatsoever. So it might be a while till that happens, probably till next offseason. Like, live call-ins are we're not going to have enough time. So, but we're going to have you on, definitely. Well, when the time comes, we'll be there. Joseph Dodd says, you're really funny, just subbed. What did I say? I appreciate it, but what did I say? Notifies Joey Shakes. Yo, Nautica 5, what's going on, man? Big D said, I think Ertz will have a role Selicat 2017. He stays still absurd. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why. I mean, with the money, it's not about him as a player. It's just about his cap hit, and it's about how much you can get for him if you get rid of him. It just makes no sense to me. The 803 Hitman, what's going on, man? The analyst always says if we get Watson, we would be contenders. So if Hurts plays solid, then wouldn't we still be contenders? In their eyes, probably not. I don't know. But yeah, I heard a lot of that about the Watson stuff, and we'd be contenders if he comes here. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Watson has been in a really weird spot. Like, he's had a lot of weapons on that team, but unfortunately, I don't know. It's never gone his favor. I think this is definitely a realistic trade for next year. If Hurts doesn't pan out, doesn't become the quarterback for the Eagles, or they just don't feel like he's the right guy for the job, if that's the case. So JD says, I think Ertz goes at the trade deadline. I think he goes before the season starts. And if he does, I'm going to be like, people have been beating me down over this, and I'm going to literally get revenge on people that have told me that he's not going to be here. And he's going to not be here. I almost reversed what I just said. But, yeah. Sloppy Joe says, fun fact, McLaurin was dealing with high ankle sprains all season last year. Imagine him 100% healthy. I love his play style. He's a deep threat, tracks the football well. Fantastic. Carl Deuce, I believe Gainwell will be a good third down back. I think Gainwell is going to be fantastic. I think Gainwell is going to be really good. A dual threat back. You could pass to him. He's got wide receiver hands. I mean, he could track the ball well. I love this play style. He was a steal in the 5th round, a total steal. That's a guy should have been drafted late 2nd round. He took off in 2020 because of, obviously, the virus and stuff like that. And obviously his draft stock went down because of it. So Francis Christian says, we need a linebacker who is mean and nasty about the business. We have a lot of coverage linebackers. I hope Avery is the answer. It might not be him. It could be, I don't know if it's going to be him. We might have guys that are better than him. Could be TJ Edwards. It could be Eric Wilson's definitely the best linebacker we have right now, next to Alex Singleton. That's definite. So definitely definite. I'm here. All right. Stop it, Joe. Lawrence ain't doing nothing with Minshew magic there. Hana means said Wentz was a Colts practice today with no boots. I could tell why he went to North Dakota. No other school wanted him. Has no brain. He will get hurt again. He's gonna rush himself back and get hurt. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen, guys. Marion Johnson says Ertz may not want to be there, but the guy still wants to play football. He has to earn a paycheck, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, let me tell you something. When Michael Vick, all this stuff happened with Michael Vick and the Eagles took a chance on him, the guy worked himself from the bottom of the pile. He used to be the guy on top in Atlanta. He used to be the number one guy. And then all that stuff happened. Then he got signed by the Eagles. A lot of people didn't like it. He was the third-string quarterback. That's how he started. He was the guy on top, and now he was nobody on a roster. And had to work himself back up. And, you know, sometimes you just got to, you know, you can't guarantee people jobs. You know what I mean? You have to be realistic. And I think Nick Sirianni has a lot to I think Nick Sirianni is the perfect reason why we have so much competition this year for certain positions. And no one's getting off scot-free with anything. Like, mistakes are made. He's going to be on you about it. He's a tough coach. I do like him. He's not the hoorah type guy too much. I think he is a little bit, but not like the Detroit, you know, coach. It's like, we're breaking ankles, you know, like, no, you don't have to say that. But, you know what I mean? Like, you got to show, you know. I'm excited to see Nick Sirianni just coach tomorrow night. Corvus is there. How long have you been on? I'm late. An hour and 16 minutes. You're fine, though. Phil Van Die's a dark horse to be a San Fran, but who cares? Matt says, thank God JP is gone for good. Hope he retired. Grateful for what he's done for us, but time to move forward, get younger, and not move backwards. That's the one thing we haven't done was sign the same old veterans. Remember when we used to sign Darren Sproles every year? Then we used to sign Jason Peters every year. Like, don't ruin your legacy, bro. Like, go retire. You know, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like, you'll get your time. And he's still a free agent, still wants to play. But Eagles, stay away from it. We're not getting back into those instances. And then you have to pay the guy money on top of it. Noah Clement was a one-hit wonder, and that's unfortunate. He was. If it wasn't for that Darren Sproles injury at the opener for the Giants in 2017, because we overused Darren Sproles so much, if Clement didn't walk in there, I don't know what would have happened with his career, because Clement only came in because Darren Sproles was hurt, and then he just started balling out. I mean, he wasn't even a pass catcher when he was in college, and they turned him into one. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Sean American Patriot says, Steelers Nation here, wishing you all good luck on Thursday, but we all know Steelers 24-13. Look, we're not looking. Look, for me in general, like, good luck with everything, but I don't care about the win. Okay, a win means absolutely nothing, because really, like, your starters aren't in the whole entire game. So I don't care about the win. I don't even care about the Steelers, really. All I care about really is just you should care about your own players and just the production and development and see what you guys have going forward, you know what I mean, for the season. So that's where it's important in my eyes. Got ABROWN. What's going on? It's a random thought. 2 years ago, Zach Ertz was top 3 tight end in the world. Had about 120 catches now. Not even considered a top 10 tight end. And obviously no interest. I mean, last year hurt, and obviously you can't get throwing the football if your quarterback's playing bad, and just wasn't a good time last year. You're based off of every single year. The Eagles were paying contracts since that Super Bowl because they did well in that Super Bowl, and they were paying contracts from past success. That's been one of the huge problems for the Eagles, and that's why we're constantly restructuring older vets. That's why our draft picks aren't working out, because our coaching staff can't develop or get maximum production out of these guys that we do draft. So as of right now, it really comes down to development. It comes down to what your value is. What did you do last year? And Zach Ertz had a really bad year. So as well as everybody else, I'm not singling him out. People get emotional over Zach Ertz. People need to relax. But Dan DeLuke says, do you think we should keep our cut Boston Scott? I think he'll be here. I think Boston Scott will be here. If I have the running backs right now, Jordan Howard and Kerryon Johnson are definitely competing. Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell are definitely competing. I think they keep 4 running backs. And if they use an extra roster spot, they should use it. Why not get an extra running back this year? Why not? I mean, might as well. You know what I mean? Ohana says, get the dog mask out. Mary John says, my dark horse is Arizona. I just don't like Kingsbury. Brokey said, did y'all see Hard Knocks? I think Parsons the real deal. Fellow Eagles fans. Team still stinks. He's a big complainer, too. Slavic Joe says, I feel like this was the safest Eagles draft in a while and love it. Too many upside picks in past few years. I think this draft was really good. I mean, you have Dickerson that works out next year. You have Devontae Smith that's going to work out. You drafted a quality corner in Zach McPherson. You drafted Kenneth Gainwell, an underestimated running back that should have been a late second-round pick. I think they did really well. Jacoby Stevens is definitely a project for just this year, and I think next year, if he can be that hybrid linebacker / safety, then maybe there's something there. But I think it's a good draft. Looking back at it, it was a very good draft. Joseph Dawson says, did you see Jalen Reagor one-hand catch at practice against Darius Slay? Yes, that was awesome. Be nice to see that during a game, definitely, too. You know what I mean? Philly Van D said Ertz blonde hair was for his wife. Well, I had no idea. Like, I just looked at it, and that was it. Further AM, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Big D says Arizona's another good pick. Further says, ready for tomorrow. We're all ready. We're waiting. Dan DeLuca says, I don't know why the Eagles don't like to spend money on linebackers. Same as the Eagles don't like to draft running backs. It's just the way it is. They drafted 2 linebackers They drafted linebackers pretty much the last day of the draft, all the way at the end. You know what I mean? So it's, and then remember when we drafted Miles Sanders and Howie Roseman went to the press conference, he was like, oh, we actually draft running backs in Philadelphia. I'm just like, This guy's making jokes, acting like we haven't, because you've been trying to go after LaShawn McCoy the past couple seasons, trying to pry him off the roster to undo the trade from Chip Kelly. He tried prying McCoy off the roster before getting Miles Sanders in that draft. Shane Butler said, I like being an underdog because we could win the bowl this year, and that's what it takes, man. I just said, Joey, what game are you most excited about this season? I'm excited about the Eagles and the Giants right after Thanksgiving. That game, mark that on your calendar because they're butt hurt and they have that game marked down. That should have been our first game against the Giants. Should have been. But unfortunately, we're not going to play them for a while. So really, we have a lot of time, and we're just going to see what happens. We'll see. Brandon has the score prediction for tomorrow. I don't even care about the score prediction. I just want to score as much as we possibly can, see production out of our guys, and that's it. I don't care if we win or lose. I don't. A win for preseason means absolutely nothing whatsoever. Don Beck, it feels like Christmas, Joey. It does. Because we didn't have Christmas last year. Well, we did, but you know what I mean. We didn't have any of this last year. Diaco says Ertz to Buffalo for a third good draft. I love the Buffalo. Buffalo rumors have always been around since before the draft. There was Buffalo rumors all over the place. I think Buffalo Bills is the perfect spot for him. He would. That team is contending for a Super Bowl. That team is contending. They don't have a tight end right now. They don't have a starting tight end. They don't have good. They have two tight ends and they're not really that good. So, Hamid's family said, did you see that Sixers hired Damian Lillard's longtime trainer? Yeah, I saw that. See, and that's his longtime trainer, so that's interesting. Does that mean if Lillard comes to the Sixers, I'm telling you right now, like they're going to the finals. Like they get Lillard, it's done. It's done. It's literally over. Now, Stephen Vale said, I think it's funny in some Philly media you hear Jalen needs to work on his deep ball. Then the other half say he's really good with the deep ball, but needs to work on short, intermediate throws. You know, it's funny. It's like to their point of view of how the throw should be, which, if he makes the throw, and he's thrown a lot of daggers at camp. I mean, a lot. And he's had one really bad day at camp. But at the other end of it, like our defense is making him better. Our defensive line is making him better. That's definite. So it really all depends. So we got 186 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We cover Eagles news every single day. If you guys haven't, like the stream before you leave. I do appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, more than you know. Trust me. Links in the description below to support me in other ways. We will be doing a live stream. If you subscribe to the channel, we're doing a live stream tomorrow of the game. Preseason game, we'll be doing a play-by-play of that tomorrow, so excited for that. Excited to kind of look through what we're dealing with here, and hopefully we play really well. The Philly Shakedown podcast will be Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern on Philly 500's channel. So look out for that as well. But not only we're doing the stream tomorrow during the game, we're having a post-game stream on top of it. So obviously the post-game stream will probably be a lot shorter, probably be an hour to an hour and a half. And then obviously because it's going to be a lot, it's going to be 4.5 hours of streaming tomorrow. So it's a big day tomorrow. I have never done a play-by-play before, so I'm going to do as much as I possibly can. We're streaming every game this year, so very excited to see what happens. We are set, ready to go. Joe Velasquez says, Eagles are the dark horse. Don't sleep on us. That's definite. Ohana says, how do you think the Sixers have done in free agency? I think they made some good moves. I think they need to do a little bit more. I think they just need to get Lillard, man. They need to get that second star. They need to get that other star. And Ben Simmons needs to get traded. And it seems like they're not going to do that right now. I don't know why. I thought Golden State actually, they went into negotiations again with the Sixers. They renegotiated again, and we heard nothing from that. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. It's just something to see. We got a super chat from Nautica 5. Appreciate it, bro. What does that say? I never look at these super stickers. Bravo. Bravo. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Mary Johnson says, when Hurts throws the daggers in practice only after his predetermined reads, he can't do that against elite defenders, are more of the reports. And I've heard that too. So we're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Well, there's no answers. We got to see what he's all about tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. We got to see a preview of Jalen Hurts. I mean, I can't even answer much more of that question. Like, the beat writers are on and off about everything. They're not sincere about everything, and you can't go off what they say all the time. You know, I go over what they do see at practice, but I take it only to a certain extent. Like, you know what I mean? So, in their own point of view of how he plays, I don't know. But we got a super chat from Birdman951. Appreciate it, man. Keep grinding. Do appreciate it, bro. Hope you're having a good night. If you guys haven't checked out Birdman 951, check his channel out if you guys haven't. He's another Eagles content creator as well. But much love, dude. Much love, bro. Ohami Champ said, besides the Eagles, Arizona is one of the biggest dark horses. Richie Rich 22 says, Jalen Hurts Eagles. Jeff Garcia. Really? Joe Dodd said, I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow live stream. Appreciate it, Joe. Have a good night. We're only going to stream for another probably like 15, 20 minutes. Because we have a big stream tomorrow, so trust me, we're ended a little earlier today. Usually I do 2-3 hour streams, but tomorrow is definitely going to be, you're in for a long day tomorrow. 2 streams tomorrow, so Big D said beat routers are bought and paid for hacks, the types of eat alphabet stupid choke on. Yeah, I mean I don't respect any of those guys. They really try to stir up a lot. I don't respect. How can you have that job? Like I don't respect. Like Jeff McClain got everything he deserved from Fletcher Cox. Like after putting out that article saying that Fletcher should retire and he's on the bad side of 30 and he shouldn't even play anymore and he's not going to do much. The Eagles should trade Fletcher Cox. Like Jeff McClain wrote that article and he got buried and Fletcher Cox didn't answer one question. Like that was perfect. That was probably the most perfect thing. So we got a super chat from Turntable Teddy. What's going on, bro? Says, if Miles Sanders stinks watching the ball out of the backfield, who do you think will step up? Could be Kenneth Gainwell. I would put Kenneth Gainwell right behind Miles Sanders, see what he does. I really would. If he struggles, put Kenneth Gainwell in. Obviously, see some of these bruiser backs. It's a lot of running backs. How they're going to fit all these guys into these 3 games, I don't know. I mean, this is why this is tougher because now you lose a preseason game. But at the end of the day, I like that because then after the 3rd game, you have a couple weeks to get guys healthy, get ready for the first game of the season. So should be a lot of fun. Ryland said, hashtag Ertz here to stay. I don't believe it's going to happen, but if it happens, it happens. It is what it is. What's up, people? What's going on, man? So I'm pumped for tomorrow. It will be a long wait for game time. It is. It's unfortunate that it's late in the night, but it is what it is. Biddy said, Jeff McClain is one of the biggest jokes, not the biggest. Ohana Meets Family said, what do you think will surprise us fans the most this season? I think Quez. I think Rager should. Since fans talk a lot of stuff on Rager and they say bad things about him, I think he will surprise us a lot too. I think he'll be that guy that we literally, drafted for. And, he's not a number 1 receiver. I think he'll be a good number 2 or a number 3. If Quez does better with his route running, like Quez, I think just has a better route tree, is more of a technical route runner than Jalen Rager. Jalen Rager is just a plug-in and just run and just use your speed, and that's it. You know what I mean? Which I like players like that too. Big D says beat writers are the clickbait business. West Case is looking forward to seeing our guys used correctly. Right? For once, I would love that. We're actually going to see guys used to their strengths. This should be a lot of fun. Ohana Means Family said, I don't want to see Spitty at a kick return or PR or Adrian Killens at kick return, Quez at PR. I don't want to see Devontae Smith doing any special teams whatsoever. Absolutely do not want to see them doing any of that. I can't. Can't do it. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. Sloppy Show, what's going on? So he says, how can a running back with the same game will not be good? It's literally his name. I know. So it should be more interesting. Lindy End Zone, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? If you guys haven't subscribed to Lindy End Zone, he does have some content out right now. He covers the Eagles, he covers the Dallas Mavericks, and he covers the Atlanta Braves. So he has got some fandom over there. He's got a lot of different fandom over there, but he's still an Eagles fan, so all it matters. But do appreciate you coming in, bro. Much love, dude. Yaya Diaco says Devonta Smith, Rookie of the Year, would be fantastic. I hope he gets it. Big D, there was a game where people called Gainwell and Patrick Johnson the impact players. Really? Philly Fan D with the super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Says, if Deshaun Jackson on the Eagles, do we win the Super Bowl? When? Like now? If Deshaun Jackson's like right now with us, we don't know if he's gonna stay healthy. Like I'm telling you right now, he's with the Rams right now. He's gonna be healthy. He's gonna be healthy. Just watch. He's gonna go through every game, totally fine. But we had to. He was getting paid a good amount of money too. He got paid. I forgot what his number was. I remember I said it a while ago, but we need to cut ties, and it's a new era in Philadelphia. The youth movement in Philadelphia. Oh, if he was on the 2017 team, I mean, he would definitely help. Probably would have helped in a lot of games. Probably. Philly fan D. Yo, Kyle, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Big D says Jackson would probably already be hurt in 2017 before we even reached the NFC Championship game. Matthew says prediction for Watkins tomorrow. Is he even playing? Probably not. He hasn't even been practicing. He played safety for one day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I agree with you guys. Reporters, beat writers could be annoying. They put unneeded stress on these athletes who already have the weight in the world on their shoulders. They need to stop typing. They really do. It really makes me angry. I would love to tell one of them off. No joke. Leandro said, laugh out loud. I would cover the Braves if I had time. Just fan cheering them on. The Golden Tate trolling, though. Yeah, he needs a job. He just needs a job. He has nothing else to do with himself, most likely. So, Cryptologist says Djax was a clown. Diaga says Jalen Hurts will silence the doubters, and I hope he does. Tonio 2X, sup Joey, been a while. What's going on, man? It has been a while. How you doing, bro? I hope you're back. Hope you're back for the long run. Matthew Kine says Quez Watkins. No, at safety, no. No. I was did I say Quez? Oh my God, what did I say? I was thinking about Deshaun Watson. I said Watkins. Oh boy, it's getting late. I was talking about See, I'm going to say it again. Deshaun Watson played safety at practice. He was playing safety at practice, so that was going on. If I said Quez, I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. It's late. Don't listen to me. Got Philly fan David Super Chat. Appreciate it. Says Deshaun Jackson diva, bro. Last Dallas game done. He was done after one play, after one touchdown last year. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. It says Hurts season. Hightower is definitely not playing, bro. He's got the groin injury. He's definitely not playing. Scott says, how do you feel about Johnson being our fifth string back? I mean, Jordan Howard's having a really good camp right now, like really good. He lost some weight. He got bulkier. I mean, he had a dry free agency. If you remember, Jordan Howard had no interest, like at all, like from teams. I don't know why. He went to Miami on a big contract, left, and he loved it in Philly in 2019. He loved it here. He didn't want to leave. I could tell he didn't want to leave. He loved the fans, his new home, like he wanted to be here. So I think if that's the case, then maybe they're more up on Howard than they are Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon Johnson's good. He just needs to stay healthy too. But I think he's been healthy this whole camp, so I'm not really worried about that. Charles Craig, I can't wait for Hurts the ball and show he's the real deal, and I hope he is. Oh man, would I want anything more than that to happen? Slavic says, let's get Greg Ward, Lane Johnson some reps at QB tomorrow. God, don't say that. Matty Kine said, I'm not meant for what is your stat prediction for Quez? Oh, my stat prediction? I don't know, man. If he can get if he can have like 104 yards and like a touchdown, like I'll be happy with just that, like 100, like an easy 100 yards, maybe like 80 something to 100 yards, like maybe one touchdown. He's not going to be in for long. He probably will not be in for long. So there's only so much you could say about his stat prediction. You know what I mean? Big D says people saying Ward beating out Hightower. I don't know. That one's interesting. I don't think Greg Ward's not meant to play outside. He could play outside, but I don't unless they like him at outside and they are like, wow, we actually have somebody that can play inside and outside. I mean, they're getting all these, they're being very intermediate with all these receivers. So, it really all depends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it really all depends. So, I'm just checking something quick. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Turntables. Teddy says Rager season. Eagles. I think it's Rager season definitely too this year. I'm a huge Rager fan. Maverick says, give me back my wrench. All right, I'm giving back wrenches after tomorrow. Everyone needs to relax. Everybody needs to relax. Relax. I had to cut everybody off because somebody's been blocking everybody. And there's might be somebody that's really nice to me and acts like they're nice to me and still blocks people. It's ridiculous how people got to take advantage of me to be a moderator. It's ridiculous. Marion Johnson says Barrett Brooks said Dillard got bull rush 3 straight reps, hurt his hand and asked out. Brooks said Dillard is soft and doesn't have heart. His press conference, even Dillard's press conference didn't look good either. He was like, "Oh, I'm trying to do everything with the team." Like, he seems like he's very defeated when he talks. I mean, that's just me, though. I'm not sure, though. Philly0024 says, how long is say Dillard's out for? I have no idea. I have no idea. J. Dizzle Pratt, I don't care who wins. I just want to see we are looking good heading into the regular season and no injuries. That's definite. That's number one key right there. Matthew Kine says, no, I meant, what was your stat prediction for Quez Watkins tomorrow? Okay. Tyron Kelly says, Eagles haven't shown any interest, but Jordan Hicks wants out of Arizona. Yeah, that's been for a while now. Jordan Hicks has wanted out. He's wanted out for a bit. It's been a while since that news, and he hasn't signed anywhere yet. Ohana says Malai will beat out Dillard and Sweat will beat out Barnett. Both are stars in the making. I think they are. Especially Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat has had such a strong camp. The best defensive lineman in this camp was Josh Sweat. The most productive lineman was Josh Sweat this year. I can't wait. But Josh Sweat, I think, is going to be the surprise. I think so, too. Joseph says you're predicting on Hurts, Quez, etc. If it's stats, I really don't care. Like, I just need to see Jalen Hurts extend plays if he has to, go through his progressions, his reads, make good throws. Not be inaccurate, and just be calm, cool, and collective. That's all I care about. I don't care about the stats. As long as I know that in my eyes, I saw a game where he looked real solid, I'll feel comfortable going to the first game of the season. I just honestly don't think that the Cowboys will do good this year. I mean, I don't know. It depends on their quarterback and their offensive line, really, at the end of the day. Sloppy Show says, hey, let's not forget JJ Umbrella Man had a great preseason game. He did have a good preseason game last year. Last year, he had a great or when he got drafted, he had a good preseason game, really good. 2 years ago, he played really well, but obviously it didn't really work out. What's up, people? Do you remember Josh Adams? He was our leading rusher. Josh Adams was great. I used to love Josh Adams out of Notre Dame, I think. I think he played for Notre Dame. It could be wrong, though, but I was a big Josh Adams fan. Never mind Josh Adams. And Josh Adams, what I didn't like, he could have done so much better. You know what? Josh Adams, like, the problem with him was that he was like Le'Veon Bell coming up to the line. Like, he would get to the line at full speed, stop, and just wait until he found a hole, which I couldn't stand that. He could have done so much better. Wendell Small was probably such an underrated back. Like, he didn't have no running style. Like, he just took the ball and ran with it. But, man, before we got rid of Wendell Small after 2018, man, Small was a good back. He got better every single – what was he, a third-round pick? He was a good player, man. Wendell Small was a good player. Now he's with Washington, not even starting. Josh Adams is with the Jets, I think, on practice squad. Like, it's crazy, you know? Big D says Sweat has been outperforming Barnett for years, and Jim Schwartz has been favoriting the veterans like Barnett. That's unfortunate. Ohama Michiano is a breakout player of the year candidate. Jalen Hurts, perfect thing to say right there. So Big D said if Dallas grabs the bet, I think Dak demands a trade out of there. We'll see. Philly Van D said, who cares about wrenches? We should care about this game tomorrow. Oh, the wrenches. People that's what happened. Well, people have wrenches for a long time, and then I had to take them away because people were abusing the privilege. Eyes Out says just happy Eagles football is back. Fly will fly. We're gonna go for another 2 minutes, and I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, the game is tomorrow at 7:30, guys. Tomorrow at 7:30. If anyone needs to know, I'll tell you. Plot twist: JJ goes for 1,000 this year. Yeah, right. Philly Fan Deal. YouTube should not allow a mod. Wait, what? What is that? Big D said, look at Hurts' pressers, his body language and his eyes. He seems calm. He knows what he knows what he has to say, and he knows what he means. So, Emmanuel McGregor says, I'm so excited to see how this offense is going to look and see what Hurts has been working on. I'm excited to see what this coaching staff has in store. It's not really just about what Jalen Hurts has for us, but how this coaching staff is going to use this offense and how diverse this offense is. Obviously, they don't want to give too much away, but at the same time, it is what it is. Ohio Michiano said 2022 fourth and a 2023 seventh. I'd do it. No, if I was JJ for 1,000, I'll buy his jersey. James Johnson, why did the media think Hurts wasn't going to start? Did they listen to the owner going into the season? John Josh Rodriguez says Kelvin Joseph. Why do all these Cowboy fans with this Kelvin Joseph? What was the stat? Josh, what was the stats of that game? Like, Devontae Smith still had $120, $130. I think he had more yards on him. I think he had more yards on Kelvin Joseph anyway. He still had over 120, 130. I think he had like close to 150 yards on Kelvin Joseph. It doesn't even matter. Like, I don't get why people like, oh, he locked up. Yeah, all right, so he locked him up, but he still had 150 yards receiving. Like, I don't get it. So I don't get what the lockup. He didn't lock him up under 100 yards. Scott, what's your prediction of for sacks Sweat has this year? I want him to get into double digits really bad. So that's what I want to say. War Series, can we have faith in this young coaching staff? I have my doubts. I have a lot of faith. I was never off the boat with these coaches. I liked every signing that they made. We have the Colts coaching staff right now, pretty much, except for for Steichen and Brian Johnson, and obviously some of the defensive guys. But Nugget 5 says J.J. Offer go for 1,000 on buy his jersey. How many say I want to see everyone at least get one snap tomorrow, get everyone's feet wet. More than that. One snap, more than that. Donor says, Joey, you should add your gaming channel and any other channels, your channels tab on YouTube. I want to see your gaming vids, homie. I used to have gaming on here. I stopped doing it because I game a lot and I don't want to annoy people. So I have a gaming channel. Description below. Eagles Nest Gaming. Check it out. I have a gaming channel. I play a lot of scary horror games and get scared with a bunch of people. It's a lot of fun. If you guys want to see the uncensored version of what I do, it's on there. So Eagles Nest Gaming. You'll see it. Go to the description below. You'll see it. Or just type it in YouTube search. You'll see it if you want to check out gaming stuff. And subscribe to it. Big D says kind of frustrating when you have these guys draft first round like Barnett and Dillard, then see these guys just come in like Sweat and Mulata and they just barely outperform them. I know it's insane. It's insane, but it's the coaching staff and development and what they put these guys in the right positions and how good are these coaches developing these players. We didn't find out much from this coaching staff with Doug Peterson, I'll tell you that much. So it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but all right, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I don't want to go crazy tonight. It's almost 2 hours, about an hour and 44 minutes. I don't want to go crazy. I got a 3.5 hour stream tomorrow. Then we're doing another hour to 2 hour stream after that. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow. So other than that, guys, we're going to do a play-by-play tomorrow. We're going to stream the game tomorrow and then have a post-game stream tomorrow. So Phil Fandio with Super Chat says YouTube should not allow mods to block. I don't know why people do it. I don't know. I don't know why. But that's why I'm afraid to do it. If they didn't, I wouldn't care. But put people on timeouts if they're spamming, if they're being racist or they're being, unfortunately, if bad things happen like that, it stinks. I looked at my list. Thank God for Philly 500. He's the one that told me and was like, check your list. I just checked mine. I got a lot of people blocked. So it's unfortunate. But we'll be here tomorrow, guys. We'll be prepared. We'll be ready play-by-play. We'll be ready to go. We'll watch it together. Should be a lot of fun. And then we'll have a post-game stream after the stream tomorrow. So look for a post for the stream tomorrow of the game. Should be a lot of fun. And I will see you guys later. Subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, subscribe. Get your subscribes in. Like the stream before you leave. It really does help the channel out a lot. Like that stream. It does help. And I will see you guys later. Fly, Eagles, fly, guys. And guys, remember, shake squad up, fly, Eagles, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.